Officers are searching for a suspect who is wanted for felony firearms possession, domestic violence related to false imprisonment, and sexual assault. During the search, a massive shootout occurs, resulting in a total of 254 bullet holes and strikes found by investigators, 58 bullet casings fired from officers' weapons, and 14 bullet casings fired by the suspect. I'll let you watch the version I put together, which has only the necessary parts needed to talk about the tactics. Then I'll point out some things you missed and give you some things to think about. Don't forget to feed the algorithm down below, and if you're not subscribed yet, it would be cool if you were.
Clear. Clear. This bedroom door is open, so we'll go up to that. Okay. That one to the left is open too.
I can get at one way. Looks like a closet.
We gotta get in there.
So hold on that.
This is the bathroom back here. This is gonna be the closet. Bathroom is open. What?
Clear. We're gonna get the closet.
Let's move to the bathroom.
Closet.
I got 1 minute.
Closet to my left. Closet in here. Yep. Watch out for the. Get it?
Anybody hit? Come on. Ligas! Dave! Dave! Ligas! Where's the shield? Where's the shield? Shield! Shot! Where is he? He's right here, right there, right there. Look, rounds came through.
Everybody's accounted for.
Where did that last shot just come from?
I don't know. Last thing I saw was also flash probably 5 feet high in the bathroom.
Which side is the bathroom? So we're all shots are coming through the door?
I don't know. I think Dan shot into the door.
Now listen.
There's cops in those rooms.
There's cops. Friendlies to the right, to the left.
Got it! That was close.
Yeah. For some reason, I
Rounds. Shot, we're gonna clear up his apartments on the other side.
he just did a turkey peek. He just did a turkey peek. I just.
No one needs to die!
If I come out with my hands up and show these guns out, right? Can you just shoot me? Please, no, hey, you don't have to, please. Oh, Lord, please, please. Hey. Oh my God.
Let him crawl to us!
I got both. I can see both his hands. He's shot. I don't know who else is in there. Is there anybody else in there? Hold on. Hold on. You gotta come to us.
None of the news articles that I can find or the chief in the press conference himself said that anybody was actually shot. They did say that 3 officers were treated for minor injuries and the suspect was also treated for a minor injury. You saw at the end there when they moved up, the officer said that he had been shot and you could see that the suspect appeared to have some blood on his arm. Now, just because we see blood and there was a bunch of gunfire, we're going to assume that the suspect was shot, so that is something that we would say. However, the suspect could have cut his arm on something else, therefore leading to a minor injury, or maybe it was even a graze. So after all those rounds were fired, it's still uncertain, or we are uncertain on whether or not the suspect was actually hit with any of that gunfire. We should be assuming that there is a person inside of this residence structure, whatever it is, who's lying in wait, ready to hurt us. And so while we have the time, and time is on our side, we should be developing a plan to attack every single problem. And so while they're standing back here looking down the hallway, this is where the conversation should be happening about what they're seeing and what they should be doing. They're having loud conversation, which that can be done at a whisper. Then they push down the hallway with no real plan, and again, kind of have more of that conversation once they reach these doors.
This bedroom door is open, so we'll go up to that.
I also am not sure why they're not pushing down here with a shield. If we were moving quickly, like a hostage rescue, and we only had one shield, well, then you can't expect the shield to be available for every single problem that you have, but that's not what this is. So maybe the shield is tied up searching something, and if that's the case, we can just wait. So the shield should be pushing down here first, and you see that the officer is approaching and basically an open door on the right. And what it appears happens is that he, instead of treating that as the first primary threat, going and making entry into that room, or at least doing a threshold evaluation and then going into that room, he pushes past the room. And this hallway is only narrow enough for one officer to be in the hallway at a time, which means he had to expose himself to that room in order for the next two guys behind him to get inside of that room, which is not something that you want to do. Obviously, the suspect wasn't in there. The suspect was in the other room, but if he was in there, the first thing that would have happened is this officer would have got shot before those other officers even made it into the room.
That one to the left is open too.
I can get at one way.
If it was a closed door, you could push two past the door, right? Because as we open the door, if we only push one past, now that officer's back is exposed to that threat. But because it's such a narrow and confined space, in residential structures, you really more often than not are going to want to keep everything in front of you and work everything from one side. Going past an open door or even a closed door is usually going to expose you to more angles than you could reasonably cover, especially if, of course, the doors are closed, which we know suspects like to shoot through doors.
Hold on that.
This is the bathroom back here. This is going to be the closet. Bathroom is open. What?
Where? We're gonna get that closet.
Let's move to the bathroom.
Closet.
I got it. 1 minute.
So what I assume is happening here is this officer who is at the back of the officer who is going into the bathroom with the shield is holding the doorknob, or maybe he even pops it as they go in. I believe that this officer here standing here shooting thinks that the rounds came through that closet, because all of his rounds, from what I can tell right here, entered into the closet next to the bathroom. Unless maybe he's trying to put rounds in where the suspect is through the closet, but I don't know how he would actually know where the suspect is. From what I can tell, this officer shot 9 rounds and he's doing a mag change. I'm not saying that you should know the difference between 5 rounds and 8 rounds, but you know the difference between 9 rounds or 10 rounds and 29 rounds or 30 rounds, however you load your magazines. You should have a pretty good understanding of where you're at in your shooting to understand whether or not a reload actually makes sense. And this is one of 3 reloads that he does. So those reloads just continue to cause him problems. He continued to take out his magazine and check, and it's just not necessary. And in this reload, actually, he's doing this exposed to the threat as well.
Come on. Blankets! Dave! Blankets! Where's the shield? Shield!
Shot!
Right there, you can see the rounds in the closet. Those rounds could have only come from this officer here because the other officers are holding a different angle.
Where is he?
He's right here, right there. Those rounds came through.
These officers, well, with the exception of the officer to the right of the officer with the rifle, are more or less kind of standing in the open here. What you could do here, and what I would have done, is taking a shield once they do get the shield over to his left here and stepping across where the officer is here with his rifle, but the person with the shield is only providing you a barricade. They don't need to be up on the gun. They just need to be holding the shield and providing some cover while you hold this angle right here, because this angle is going to give you the best opportunity to engage the suspect if he presents himself.
Everybody's accounted for. Cops.
Where did that last shot just come from?
I don't know. Last thing I saw was also flash probably 5 feet high in the bathroom.
Which side is the bathroom? So we're all shots are coming through the door?
I don't.
He's doing another reload, I guess. I'm not sure. And he hasn't fired any more rounds. This officer is standing in a lit area looking into a dark space. He can't see what's in there. He does have a flashlight, but initially he's holding his flashlight aiming down, trying to grip his handgun. You should have a weapon light on your handgun, and if you don't, you're a liability to yourself, like he's going to show here, and to other officers, because other officers are depending on you to be able to hold this angle, to be able to see inside here, to be able to deny the suspect the opportunity to present himself to engage officers, and he's not able to do that because he can't actually see inside the bathroom. Throughout the altercation here, this door continues to give these officers problems. You can, as long as somebody's holding lethal coverage, somebody else look around the room. There's plenty of stuff in this room that would work to actually prop the door open. Even at one point, he reaches up kind of with his muzzle down to open the door, and maybe has to do that a couple times to continue to be able to see. Every time we do that, we're compromising ourselves.
Turkey peek!
What is not in this version of the video that I put together is one of the officers in the room were on the radio asking if one of the officers in the living room or an officer could fire through the kitchen wall to try and hit the suspect. And apparently it was this volley of fire, I believe, where somebody actually tried to do that. You can see the holes in the kitchen wall here. And in a complaint that I read, it said that a woman in a neighboring apartment heard bullet holes come through her wall and she ran out with her 2-month-old baby. Now, I don't know if she just heard the gunfire and assumed bullets were coming through her walls, or there were actually rounds going through her walls. But if we can't see what we're shooting at, we should really question whether or not we should be engaging in that moment. You have to be able to articulate exactly why you are putting rounds in that spot. Can we shoot through things to hit people? Yes, we can. But you have to be able to say with a high degree of certainty why you fired those rounds. Where was the suspect? Where did you believe the suspect to be? And why do you think your rounds were going to hit him? A common example that I use is if a suspect, kind of like in this case, peeks his gun around the corner and begins firing by only exposing his hand and his gun, well then, can we not engage the wall of where he is because we can articulate he is right there? Yes, we can.
If I come out with my hands up and show these guns out, right? Can you just shoot? Oh my God! Let him crawl to us.
Now, the suspect had thrown 2 guns out. I guess that's why they decided that they were going to move up. You hear somebody yell, "Let him come to us." That's ideal. That's definitely what you should do. Have him crawl out, have him crawl all the way down the hallway if you have to. If you were going to move up, it would make more sense for the officer with the shield that is across the hallway who's still looking at him to be the officer that approaches in that situation. And if you wanted to kind of gain control of that as the officer in that room, you could just start presenting yourself. He probably doesn't know the officers are coming down the hallway to the left, but he already is seeing the suspect and has coverage on him. There's no reason for another officer at the last second to expose himself to the room, to have to see where the suspect is, to have to see what the suspect is doing, to have to make a decision. So if somebody's holding coverage from a greater distance or already can see him, it's ideal if they just kind of are the ones to initiate that approach.
I got both of his hands. He's shot. I don't know who else is in there. Is there anybody else in there? Hold on. We gotta come out. Hold on. You gotta come to us. You gotta come to us.
If you're not subscribed yet to the channel, you can do that by tapping on this photo. If you want to check out another video, you could check out this one because YouTube is recommending it specifically for you. And don't forget, before you go, to feed the algorithm down below.